generally speaking, this season? What's allowed you to be in such a good rhythm?
I mean, it's just added motivation. You know, losing the finals last year, long summer, just trying to come in and add some, new depths to my game, just be more efficient. And, we have such a great group of guys, so just taking advantage of my opportunities and making sure that we're never out of any game. I think that's my role on this team. It's just making sure I keep the poise, keep the pace, and guys look to me when the game gets tight or when the game looks a little bit out of hand, just to settle us down. So, scoring's part of that, but I think it also attributes to the defensive end, just being in the right spots and just being communicative and just trying to be the best leader I can be out there, no matter what the score is, just putting our best foot forward.
To that point, tonight you guys got down to 28. You're on the second night of the back-to-back.
Crazy.
How do you not just let it, mentally just be like, let it slip away?
Yeah, again, it's a lot of added motivation, man. It's still a bitter taste, sort of say. And also just the amount of times I got beat up last year. I wanted to be more physically prepared this year, and also being able to go deep into kind of that reserve tank, like on nights like back-to-backs, just doing the little things to prepare yourself for being great that night. So just really leaning on the work and then also leaning on my teammates, just having my back and make sure they feed me confidence. But, yeah, we definitely could have done a better job just keeping the game a lot closer. Getting down like that is I don't want to say it's characteristic for us, but we're used to it to a certain degree of just being able to get out of holes like that and, still give ourselves a chance to be in the game. Most teams would give up, especially on the back-to-back, throw the towel in. But for us, I think our identity is that we don't want to give up and, just not throw our best effort out there, man.
You see that shot go hit every side of the rim and
backboard
and all that stuff and go
man.
in. You're kind of thinking, this might be the night where we can pull this comeback off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But also it was like, that was lucky as well. As a competitor, you're like, that was lucky as F too. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's part of the game, and, I just wish that we would have kept that run going, and, but that was a great electrical moment right there. Electrifying moment for sure.
We asked Jason about the offensive foul call there. Did you happen to get an explanation for it? Because he said he didn't.
Yeah. Sorry.
The team tried some different stuff tonight with a lot of guys out, like some small perimeter combinations, some zone. Just what were some of the things that you guys tried out there?
Well, I trust Jay. I trust our coaching staff. Put us in the best position, especially throughout the game. So it was a rhythm game tonight, and we were just trying pieces. And a few guys are coming back from injury, like JH. He's still trying to get his rhythm. Max is in there playing small ball for us. So we were going to have a few lineup changes, and we just got to be able to adjust. And I think other teams are going to try to get into our paint a little bit more when our bigs aren't in. So we just got to be aware of that and be able to stay in front of our guys a little bit more and, bake in our help defense, which is part of our identity on this team. It's just helping each other. And I think a few times tonight we got to the free throw line late. Avia got into the lane. We had no real interior presence. So when you're trying to make a comeback, you're down 6, then it goes to 8. Then we're kind of just playing tit for tat. So the flow of the game could have definitely gone differently. Just us taking better shots too. I took a pull-up 3. I think I could have, just taken the ball out, getting us a great offensive possession. And I say that because Clay had a good look the play before, went off the back rim. Both of our shots look good, but when you don't convert on that and they're long rebounds, then the other team gets an opportunity to settle the game down and make you guard. So a few possessions, we just got to be smarter, and that starts with me.
They had 4 guys. Mm-hmm. They had 4 guys score in 20s.
Yep.
They chalk a loss like this to just not having PJ and Najee out there with you, so you're better defender and lively for that matter.
Yeah, that would probably be the cop out. You know what I mean? But they play well. You got to give them credit. They play well here in Portland, and whenever you have a team that has 4 guys scoring over 20 points, it's going to make an impact in the game. It's going to make a dent. They clearly were very comfortable at the end of the game. Scoot was playing out of his mind too, off of his game winner. Felt like that was carryover. He was playing very free. He had some 3-pointers, even off a head fake. He made 2 threes off a head fake 3. I haven't seen that. So, they were doing some things that weren't on the film last time we played them, especially in Dallas. But you got to give credit. They made some adjustments. That coach down there has made some adjustments in the interim for Chauncey being out. So always praying for Chauncey too, man. Make sure you guys send prayers for him.
Ask you about Kyrie. Defensively, I know with different personnel tonight, but what do you feel like the difference defensively was tonight versus last night?
Yeah, we didn't in that first quarter. We didn't give any resistance. I thought in the second and the fourth there was better resistance. Again, we talked before the game that Portland can score the ball, and that's what they did. And I thought the group stayed together. Understand coming off the game last night, they jumped on us, but I thought the group stayed together and we fought. It's a 10-point game, and then they jumped on us again in the third to take it to 21. But again, we had the ball. I think we got it down to 6 with a possession of 4-on-3 where we could have got it to 3 or 2-4, and we just couldn't get over the hump. But I thought the guys again fought. Everybody who played did a really good job tonight.
And how significant was that stretch from Kyrie? At the beginning of the fourth quarter, I think it was 15 going into it, just making that game competitive down the stretch there.
Yeah, we just we were down 28, and so understanding that we were down before and we've come back, and again the guys did a great job in the fourth quarter of staying the course. It's a 15-point game that's not over, and the guys did a good job defensively, and then Kai went and understanding that our leader he got us back in that game, and just unfortunately we just couldn't make the right plays on both ends, offense and defensively, when we got it down.
How impressive is that kind of effort that he gave after big minutes on back-to-back nights?
It's just who he is. Kai's a leader. He loves the game of basketball, loves to compete, and wants to help the team win, and he showed that tonight. Being able to score 46 wasn't easy. But again, I thought his leadership of being able to, take advantage of some of the mistakes they made, and then being able to find some guys, I thought, setting the table for us was big.
They were able to turn you guys over and get in transition. Just how much did that kind of hurt the momentum of things?
Yeah, I think the transition was big for them, and they capitalized on that. We have to get better at that. We'll look at that with the turnovers and then also the missed shots, being able to match up or being able to, slow the ball down. We just didn't do that, and they took advantage of that tonight.
What makes Kyrie unique? What makes him as a leader?
What makes him unique, I think, just his competitive spirit, what he wants to achieve, he wants to win, and his work ethic. He works extremely hard at his craft, and that's what makes him special. And he's displayed that since he's been in Dallas, but he's displayed that since he's been in high school. So this is something that is not new, but he can do it on the biggest stage, and right now he's delivering.
Talk a little bit about the new starting lineup pregame, when it went to the decision to kind of put Spencer and Maxson for you guys.
Yeah, we felt another ball handler, and then defensively we needed to look at trying to match up with Grant, and so that we felt that was the best way to go.
The Kings, your next opponent, made a coaching change ahead of your matchup. Just how does that change preparation for your team going into that game?
Oh, I can't answer that right now. I got to go back and see what they played, I think, tonight, so we'll see. I got to watch the video on what they're going to do, so I can answer that after we play them.
Did you get more explanation than we heard about the call on Kyrie that you challenged?
No, the referee never came to tell me. So that was the issue that I was having with them, that they never came to explain what the call was and why the call stand as an offensive foul. So I never got the explanation.
Like the last 15 minutes of the game, we did a good job. It's just too late.
What was like just watching that Kyrie heater, especially in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah, I mean, in the fourth quarter, man, that's what he does. I mean, he's really amazing to watch, honestly, when you're out there on the court with him. So you try to give him as much space as possible and let him go to work, because he's going to make the right play, whether it's scoring if he has to, or making the right play offensively, making a pass, get teammates involved. Just let him go to work.
They were able to score a lot inside the paint, a lot in transition, especially they got a lot of and ones. Just what made it so difficult to contain and kind of keep your hands off of them when they were driving.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. I feel like we got a little bit of a bad whistle tonight a little bit, but that's how it goes, you know what I mean, within the 82-game season. But I feel like we could have did a better job of keeping the guards out the paint, not fouling as much, kind of not swiping down hard. I mean, if we're going to foul and put them on the ground, you know what I mean, not let them get an and one every time they come down the court. So just do a better job of containing the dribble is what I would say for sure.
We talked about this team's depth, especially when you're playing without guys like Luka and Lively and everybody else. But I guess was tonight's comeback kind of a reflection of how deep this team is?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like we had more than enough tonight to get the job done. We have a really deep team. Anybody can come in, fill any spot really out there on the court. We had like four or five guards out there with Maxey and stuff out there tonight. So, I mean, everybody knows that we can't substitute one guy with Luka. I mean, he's a megastar. He does a lot for us. But we collectively, we had to just come out with a better mindset, and we kind of easily could have got this win tonight.
One of the things Kyrie said last night was this is just a really important stretch of season. Every game is important, but like, can you sense that of like these next 3-4 weeks, like this team just really has to stay together and kind of get through this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just knowing that we are going to be out with Luka for about a month and a half, or whatever the case may be. So just coming together, knowing that, like I said, we can't not one guy come in collectively and just do it by themselves, but coming together as a team, working hard. I mean, we've been down to guys the whole season, whether it's been Luka, Kai, PJ, whoever, Najee. But we got to come together and just play Mavs basketball, and we'll be fine.